Live.
Is it just me, or has this OBS page, like, everything's gotten bigger? We need to
Yes, it
find
does look like it. I
Yes.
think our son did an interesting job there.
So I'm gonna maybe fiddle in the background. I'm not gonna touch anything, but see if I can shrink it down so we can actually see. That may be our problem.
Yeah, let me know if we're live.
I'm checking. I don't see anything yet. We should be.
We should be live. Okay, well, we
like,
should be live.
should be.
Good morning.
Should be.
Good morning, goeiemorgen. All right, so today we are going to make some Boerewors or farmer sausage. Now, I've already got my mix pre-mixed because it takes a minute to do all of that. So we put some shorts out yesterday. There were some of the spices mixed. So pretty much what we do is, I think we put a short out yesterday, grinding the meat. Nicole's just checking if we're live. Otherwise, I'm going to yak a whole bunch. And
it's not showing anything. Yes, there we go. I don't know what that was. Yes.
I don't know. Technology.
Woo-wee.
Take my phone so you could check it. You got another phone. All right, so technology. So I've already been making sausage for some time this morning, and I have a process. So I make certain sausages before certain other sausages. That way, not to cross-contaminate, mix, or do anything weird. But anyway, I made some, and I'm at the point now where I can actually make the farmer's sausage, which is we call Boerewors. And we put a short out yesterday showing the grind. And then we also had one, the spice. So what happens is we take the grind and the spices, we mix it all together with some fluids. Depending on what we make, will depend on what the fluids are. Some gets a little bit of vinegar and some water. Some get some tomato puree and some water. So the Boerewors specifically gets a tomato puree, a little bit of vinegar, and some water base for the moisture, spices, high quality meat, because we like high quality sausage, as you should. If you're a sausage person, make sure it is high quality sausage. Life's too short not to have good stuff. And then we got to put this stuff into the machine. So I've already got it mixed. This is about 40 pounds worth. So I'm going to put this in the machine. And when I put it in, I try and not compress it really, but you just want to kind of pad out the holes so you don't get too much air. Just FYI, where is my little air poker?
Your pricker?
Yes, because I had it in the dishwasher.
I swear it was over here.
Took it.
I probably did some dishes.
Yes, you did, but it was in the side of the one tray, and then I saw you change things, and I'm like, okay, now I don't know where it is.
Side of the one tray, I never pulled it out.
Okay, well, don't you want to just take a peek there?
It's probably still in the side of the one tray.
Yeah, I looked. I thought I put it in the back one, but I couldn't see it. I never checked the front one, but I was fighting this morning, and I didn't have a lot of time. All right, so we got to put all of this stuff in here. So all of this meat has to go into the machine. And as you can see, there's not really space for two hands in here. So my machine takes about 50 pounds. So this will be a little short on the top. All right. And you get various different types of machines. This one I have is actually a little small for what we do, but they are, oh, there we go.
It was extra clean at the bottom of the dishwasher.
All right.
It's probably been washed many times over.
Yes. Well, it's a little light, so the tray I put it in, I was taking a chance. I didn't know if it was going to shoot out. So that's a little sausage poker. So if you get air bubbles, some sausage, you have to actually poke the casings. You have to rupture them. Boerewors, you don't have to. I just use it if we get an air bubble, so we don't pop the casing. And this sausage gets cooked, so I don't have a big problem talking while working because it's a cooked product. It's not a cured product. If it was a cured product, that's why I'm not showing you.
You plan ahead.
Yes, that's why I'm not showing you the dried sausage, because I can't really talk when I make that, because that's a cured product. So you want to keep it as sanitary as possible.
There we go.
But this is cooked, so, you know, if there's a little bit of contamination, it's not the end of the world because you'll cook it. All right, so I try and get all the like little bits of sauce and anything in the tub. So here you'll see. So I think you guys will see that. So as you can see, I'm not quite at the top.
Sorry, our stream is not quite as smooth as I would like. Our bit rate's at 1250 though, so I don't really want to drop it any lower.
Yes, well, the problem is we would have done something outside, but you know, our schizophrenic weather just decided to rain this morning. So I was like, yeah, we're not going to do something outside because I don't know what's going to happen. You know, we go outside and it's going to rain. So I thought, well, I'm making boerewors, so I might as well show you guys that. And then
And we've got Mental Health 1974 with us. Says, good morning, beautiful and blessed people. I got the coffee yesterday and it's phenomenal.
Oh, good, good.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
We agree wholeheartedly. This is why we are always talking about tribal coffee and how wonderful it is. Incredibly smooth, bold, rich goodness without any chance of mold, because it is a very well handled product by the people who not only grow it but roast it. It's all the same people, which is really neat.
So that's all in there. So what I normally do is I push it up a little just so I know that we are close to the top. And then, so with this thing, I have a little lever knee height, so I control it with my leg on this model. You get some of them that's got foot pedals. You get all kinds of different things with them. All right, I keep my scissors by hand, a little tub for anything that spills. Sometimes you get a little extra, and I just have a place to put it. Sausage poker, so if I get some air, I can rupture the air bubbles, which we'll probably get, and I'll show you. All right, and then I got my tub, so I just use the same tub I put the meat out of. I'm just going to put it right back in there, and then we'll package it from there like tomorrow. All right, and then you have a little speed dial, so I've just adjusted that to where I think it should be. So with experience, you'll learn. So let me move this because I want to try and do it a little different just to keep you guys so you can see what I'm doing. So you got to make sure that this thing is not dry, otherwise you're going to have endless trouble with this. And then, so you get two different types of ways your casings are given to you. Can you see both this, Nicole?
Yeah.
All right, so the one
in the pan just, it's a little hard to see, but you can see it.
Yes. Okay, so let me pull it out. So this is what this looks like. So this is what is called a casing. And that one is called tubed. So that is already on a tube, so you don't have to undo it. And I do that with the lamb casings just for speed purposes. It is more expensive, but I've done the calculation. And based on the time it takes me to unknot them, it's faster doing it that way. So this is a hog casing, all right? These are thicker. So this is like working with snot, and I'm going to give you guys an idea. So this is all casing, all right? And it's been laying in here for some time now. I have done a video way back on how to actually wash and clean and lay your casing. So all I'm doing is I'm opening up the tip of the casing. I'm filling it with water so it can rinse. All right, and then I'm going to, so this is why this can't be dry. So I'm going to put this on the stuffing horn. All right, and you use a lot of paper towels for this because you don't want water and crap everywhere, and you will have water and crap everywhere. So there we go. That's the first one on. All right, this one's a little short, but it's okay. It'll do for the start. And then we bring this guy back because we want to start doing the sausage. So I normally start, I put a little, maybe like 6 or so inches over. All right. And then I start pressing on my lever so I can actually see this expand because the air coming out of the machine.
Would you believe it? You got a troll.
Oh, of course there's a troll.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we getting trolls. All right, there
I'll
we
be
go.
back. Let me go mute him.
All right, Nicole's gonna go kill the troll.
Go say hi to Cam, though.
Hey, Cam, how are you? All right, so that's the first little bit of sausage. Now we're gonna make a Houdini and knot this thing. All right, so it doesn't fall out the front. And be aware, like you'll knot this and you can pull it and it'll just slip right off. So I try and knot it and pull it and make sure it's tight. Otherwise, you're still thinking you're pressing sausage and then all your meat falls out of the front of the casing because it's not knotted properly. And I can see there's a little air bubble over there. So I'm just going to flap that so we get all meat, no air. Otherwise, if you have the sausage and there's a lot of air in there, you're going to have little chunks, which is what we try and avoid. So there we go. There we go. That's looking nice. So you guys can see nice sausage. See, I've got some air back here. Some back there. A little bit there. And generally, as you start pressing, the air becomes less and less. So it's just normally the beginning. And then now there's different ways people do this. I do it this way. And I do it this way for a very specific reason. But a lot of people just coil it on the table and then pack it away. Woo. And then sometimes the casings get stuck. I've got enough experience to know when it expands like that, it's about to pop. So I can feel it. So I just made another hole because I got some air up here and I want to get it out.
She's gonna blow.
Yeah, right. Oh, that happens. That happens, man. But you want to try and have it as consistent as possible, which is the whole point. So you try and have it as consistent as possible. All right. And then as little air as possible, but also the casings vary in width. So you'll have pieces that get thick, pieces that get thin. And it looks very white right now. I'll show you once you've got some meat in it and it's sat for a minute. See, and then a lot of times, I'll see if I can show you this. I don't know if you can see that. A lot of times you have a hole in the casing.
I don't think they can actually see
But
that.
there's a
I can
little
come
hole.
closer if you want me
No,
to.
it's okay. There's a little hole there. So you've got to be aware because that'll pop. So you've got to try and get past it real quick without exploding the meat all over. And then you want to catch it just at the end when you've got a little bit left. Kind of tie it off. See, little pieces that fall. So that's what my tray's for. Because it's meat, man. Waste not, want not. And then you have to take, what I like to refer to as the snot. Because it's like knotting snot. And you gotta knot the back end. All right. And then we've got one set of Boerewors. Now let me see if I can bring this a little closer. So you'll see it was very white, and you'll see the kind of older this side that I did first is less white. So it kind of goes away as it soaks into the casing. You can see all of that, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
All
You can see
right.
it clearly.
All right.
Yeah, that
so
is
that
a good view.
is the first piece of Boerewors. Now, of course, because I'm talking to you guys, my nose will itch. So I'll just change gloves. And yes, I use a lot of gloves when I make sausage. because I try and keep them clean. And when I load, I change, because normally when you load, you'll have a bunch of fat and stuff on your gloves. So you can wash them, but if it's time based, we try and save as much time as possible to try and get as much done as possible. So it's just easier, just toss the gloves.
Well, Anton, Mr. Mental Health, he is being just as obnoxious as we are, saying that's what she said about it going to explode. You are spot on. Don't worry. Smart ass self is more than welcome. Just please don't speak about defecation like the gentleman I just quieted down. That's a bit, nah. We don't need that discussion.
But well, the thing is, I don't, so here's my take on it. When you get trolls, you're doing something right.
Yes.
Because they only troll people that actually do something right and have an impact. So I will take it and I will block your ass.
Right. So the other question Mental Health had is, Nicole, do y'all do raids? We do. So yesterday, no, Wednesday we went ahead and raided to Bongino.
Yes.
But he's really big. He doesn't really need a leg up from us, obviously. So we were actually going to look for something smaller today. So I actually appreciate you asking that, because we would love to know of options if there's someone you think that is
raid worthy.
Raid worthy. I like it. And LKW Cross says, is Boerewors like bratwurst?
Yes, but we have quite a coarse grind. Bratwurst is a lot finer in grind. I should have actually. I'll see. Hold on. I'll see now. Give me a second. Let me do this one, and I'll give you an idea.
I have to chuckle. It is obviously spelt different, but pronunciated similarly. Those Germanic languages make me chuckle.
See, because I'm not focusing. I'm not stuffing this thing as tight as it should. So I've got some. So this is one of the things with a hog casing. You can actually move the meat around a bit if you have to. So I'm talking too much nonsense. So I'm not doing this thing as tight as I should. So I'll just move the meat around a little. There we go. There we go. And just be careful, because you will pop it. This is easier with a hog. With a lamb, it's very hard to do this. So this is about 40 pounds I'm making now. And is tightness the right word? I don't know. The volume you stuff into the casing. So the casing will only take certain amounts. You got to feel that so it doesn't pop. And then depending on how much pressure you add when you stuff it is how full you'll actually make it. All right. So, and then you also got to make sure that it doesn't stick, because that happens quite a lot. It kind of sticks down. And then when it sticks down, it will get stuck to this, and then you keep pressing, it's stuck to the stuffing horn, and then what did Mental Health say? That's what she said. It will explode.
That is exactly what he said. By the way, we do have a comment already on this video, and it is from Lemon. She says Rumble is not working for her today. She's unable to live chat, so she at least wanted to drop a hello. Oh. Sorry, Lemon. That's a bummer. We do love your input, but thanks for still watching. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and I saw Lemon on numerous chats yesterday, and I did greet.
Okay.
Viva, I think Robert.
Busy bee.
Yeah, busy Lemon. All right. Sometimes the hardest part is finding the hole.
Apparently that's what she said. That is the trend today. We should have named this stream That's What She Said.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So this is very much a one-man job. This is not something that two people can easily do when you have a machine like Anton's using currently. It's 100% based off feel. He's got to be full on in control. So we have, or he has, I suppose, taught himself from knowing nothing, if I remember correctly. How much of this did you do in your past life?
Oh, I didn't do any of this.
Okay.
But for some reason, I was awarded a pretty good palate. So I can make up recipes for some unknown reason. And now I make meat, apparently.
Well, meat is what the people want. That is
Yes.
100% what we've learned.
Yes.
No matter how loud the vegans yell, they are not the majority, not even close. But back once upon a few years ago, we had a hand crank sausage machine. Do you remember that guy?
Oh, I remember that. We had a hand crank and it was a 2-man job. So we used to...
on the days we were closed on a Monday.
Yeah, on the days we were closed on Monday.
Every Monday.
Every Monday was sausage day.
Yep.
And then we used to crank it, and then I can't remember what happened. And then I said, okay, so we could buy a little
This
machine.
happened.
Oh, well, yeah, a lot of things happened, but I had a frozen shoulder also in between, and so I can pretty much make sausage both ways around because
He is now ambidextrous.
yeah, I am like semi because I had a frozen shoulder on my right arm, and I couldn't pick up my arm any higher than this. So I had to very quickly, within like a few days, learn to do a lot of stuff because at that time we were baking, we had a whole
full
restaurant.
Full restaurant.
And we couldn't stop because...
And it was New Year's, Christmas, New Year's.
Yes.
It's right around...
Yes. So so I got a cortisone shot from the doctor, a very good friend of mine named Scott. His wife helped with therapy on my shoulder, stretching it.
She is a phenomenal massage therapist. This woman knows the human body like at the back of her hand. She is incredible. She looks at you and she knows what's wrong with you.
Yes. Well, that's actually what happened was because it happened the Monday, and I think by the Wednesday they came in to eat something, and she said, "Why is your one shoulder hanging?" And I said, "Oh, it's frozen." And she's like, "I fix you."
And she is the small Spanish lady. She is. We love her.
Yes.
We just love her.
So anyway, she grabbed a hold of my shoulder, my arm, and bent it in some weird ways. I had to change my diaper a few times because I kept weeing myself from the pain.
But she did all the weird stuff. She does the cupping. She does the heated rocks. Her techniques are absolutely incredible.
Interesting. I will probably get the long one when I don't want it. But these are medium size. There's normally much longer casings in here. So I'm not seeing any today, which surprises me. But anyway, so I had to teach myself how to do a whole bunch of stuff with both hands. Because, you know, when you're in the middle of... And I think, why do I think that was also like 2020-ish?
Oh, it's 2019 going 2020. So I had just decided that I was not going to return to work after having a kid. Do you remember? So we were all invested. So he's like, all right, let's figure this out. No matter the pain, let's figure it out. And that's actually where it comes from. It's an overstress, overstrain.
Yeah.
He wasn't stopping. He was barely sleeping. 2 a.m. mornings.
Yeah, 10 a.m. night, 2 a.m. mornings. Like 4 to 5 hours sleep for that was for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the 4 to 5 hours sleep is not a problem, but you couple that with massive physical labor, and you know I know there were days where I would get to work at 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would get up at 2. Let's be fair. I would get up at 2, be at work at 2:30. And then because we were just living a couple of blocks from the store, ah, I was waiting for it. So that's what happens when you don't pay attention, talking nonsense. So this is why the tray's here, and that's good because I want to show you the texture of the sausage. But this is what happens when you don't pay attention, and then it gets stuck here. And normally, funny enough, when it does get stuck, there's like a little piece left. So I'm going to make one link, which I will put on the fire. All right, there we go. I will show you that guy. Oh, this is just short. And like I say, and now you know your gloves as you use them get covered in grease, so everything just slides. So you really got to pinch this to get it, and it's right there.
This is the intricate work of Boerewors. You guys see, this is why I'm not the one doing it. I do not have the fingers for that.
Yeah, and also a lot of this. I mean, I don't think there's a problem. A woman can do this, but a lot of it is about grip strength, and you have to be a fucking patient. Like
That's a good point, though. The hands, the fingers.
yeah, you have to have the patience of. I remember in Afrikaans we used to say die geduld van vader Klute, which means the patience of like an old man. So let me show you. So there's my one link. Can you see it?
I see your link there.
Yeah. So that will be mine for this for the fire. All right, and then I gotta just close this guy up. Let me see. And then I'll come show you the texture on the sausage quick so you understand it's different to bratwurst. So our heritage is Dutch, but how much of this actual sausage is from the Dutch heritage, I'm not sure. This is just what I grew up with, and like every butcher in South Africa has a different recipe if they actually really make their own sausage. A lot of butchers. Oh, come on, dude, we are playing.
I found my piece.
Yeah, we are playing.
So I'm not going to complain about any flops. We get to eat them.
Yes.
Like flops are not a bad thing
No, it's
in
because
our world.
I'm not focusing.
Focus
but-
on your son.
A lot of butchers use the kind of commercially available spices. And then some of the casings, that actually wasn't my fault. And some of the casings are real thin, so when you pick it up and it's a little heavy, it'll just snap. I didn't expect that to happen. So mine, and then probably mine. So that'll be for the fire. And I've got some steak in the fridge. We've got to get the salt. I've got to put some Celtic salt on the steak. And then this, from my experience, and you should have seen where the tub was, this is almost finished. So let me see. Where are we at? Wow. I've got
You were
more.
quick. You know that Boris is always fast.
Yes.
He's 30 minutes a tub, roughly,
Let me see.
on the sausage.
My
Now,
food
Anton's
was
got
back.
this down pat.
All right, so let me see. I just want to see how much I got left here. Let me pull it a little further. Let me see. No, that's right at the top. So, I wanted to show you the texture. So, let me see if I can do this. So, you'll see the texture is kind of bigger pieces. It's not finely ground. So of course some of it will come out finer, but the general gist is a coarser kind of sausage is where it's at. So it's coarser pieces, some fat. As you can see, there's the fat. So it's coarser, kind of bigger pieces on the sausage. So yeah, that's makes it completely different to bratwurst or any of the kind of generally better known, I guess, sausages. It's thicker, coarser sausage. Let me put this guy in the fridge. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. So you gotta remember that um, the meat has to be cold. You don't want to do this with the kind of room temperature meat as cold as possible because you want to keep that fat as hard as possible. Even when you mix it with cold water, everything cold. You try and keep it in the fridge. You grind it down when it's cold because if you don't, it'll turn into mush. So you want to keep all your stuff as close to 32 degrees or 0 degrees Celsius as possible. All right, let me put this guy in the fridge. Stop that guy. And I've got some more, so I might as well stuff the rest. It's just from my previous batch, so the little bit that's left, if there's some left, we keep it. So I've got 2 previous batches. I actually forgot about the one. So, and I've got some extra mix. So let me grab a tub. Let me get that in there. And
well, you are actively making LKW Cross hungry for breakfast.
Oh yeah, and that's real good.
Now, yes, Boerewors, and you know what you do is all of that extra meat that you saw there, you take that, you make it into a patty, and you sear that in a pan. You will not be upset by that decision. It is so good. So don't purposefully de-skin your sausage, but if it happens to fall out, eat it. Don't waste it. It is very good. That's also killer as an egg scrambler. So if you were to just have some scrambled eggs and then toss the meat in with it, yum, yum, yum. It's really good too. But we are a big proponent of eating breakfast in the morning. I know you could fast. I know there's 1,000 different ways to live life and be happy as far as the stomach is concerned. But we always start our day with biltong and eggs. That is an every single day, no matter what's going on. You will see us with high protein breakfast. And not gonna lie, over the last couple weeks, I have not behaved, but now I'm behaving again. So no chocolates for me. I will take very deep breaths some days. I think it's gonna be hard for a minute. Because would you believe it? Did you know that sugar is addictive? Have you heard that, Anton?
I understand this to be the case, yes.
Yes, they claim that sugar is more addictive than what?
Than cocaine.
Than cocaine.
There's a little study with mice.
That's not good because I have a problem with sugar, so I got to stay away from it. We've got our raw honey now, of course, from our local supplier. And I told Anton, I even want to cut that back a little bit. Not that it has the same effects by any means, just to kind of lessen that in my body and see how I do in that form. By the way, Finboy Slick says Bright is on too. Yes, I saw that Bright is on. Anton probably didn't. He's not looking at a computer screen right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at sausage, man.
Right? We are really trying to get the amount of streams we do up. We want to be more active, interact more with you guys. We're always doing something, but we don't always have a way to share it.
Well, the thing is, a lot of it is hard to record.
Yes.
You know, a lot of it is hard to record because, when you're running around on a forklift with a kid in the one arm, lifting stuff and driving around, it's like we don't have a cameraman.
No.
That's kind of running behind us,
No.
trying to see what we're doing. So
I don't have a third arm or a fourth, just 2. Doesn't work very well for that way.
No. So I just want to.
By the way, you're going to like this comment. So mental health. Now I know where you come from. It makes sense. Billdozer appreciates the biltong y'all send him. He makes a point to plug it. He makes a point to plug y'all.
Yes.
We really like Billdozer. He's awesome.
Yeah, Bill's a cool guy.
He's a really cool guy. So that's someone you've known for a few years already. And, the way he responded to the biltong is exactly why we send it to him. He appreciates it. It's something that's, I would say, lifted the quality of his life. He's made it a part of his diet.
Yes.
I cannot ask for anything better than someone gaining a little bit of health from what we do. That's actually our entire goal, is to share something good, clean, high quality, high protein. Definitely. There's a few of our awesome guys we work with who've just made it a part of their everyday diet, and I think it is phenomenal. Would you like to mention our other gentleman who we know for sure does that?
Which one?
Ben.
Oh yeah,
That's
so
his breakfast.
Ben Dykes. He's got an awesome show on Rumble and YouTube. It's I think it's called the Ben Dykes Show. It used to be called
Ben Dykes Show. Yeah.
Veteran Biker, but he's changed it. And sorry, I'm not going to mix the old and the new, and I think this bag's too small.
You want another bag? I can go get it. You got your hand dirty.
If you don't mind.
They're just stay in the camera so they can at least see somebody.
Yeah, this one, my hand's clean, so just grab that one. Just take the one next to it, the longer one.
This guy, yeah.
Yeah, just in case. And this is, I know there's like microplastics, plastics, blah 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 blah, but it's a little hard.
Not just that; these are the vetted bags. These are not some random.
BPA-free, like really expensive bags.
Yes, these are not random bags.
The problem is, like, how do you vacuum seal stuff not in bags like this? It makes it very difficult, to do. And also, when you pack and ship and things like that, it's like, what do you put the stuff in? What are we gonna go like?
I have my fairies carry it to you.
Yes, and also, like glass bottles are good, but they do limit. They're expensive and they limit.
Heavy.
Yeah, and also they limit what you can put in, because look at the biltong powder. We put that in a bottle because it's shelf stable, and but we could probably shave some money off that if we don't have a bottle, because it's a lot harder to pack, because the bottle's expensive. Sorry, one little piece fell. I just want to pick it up. The bottle's expensive, and let me see. I'll put this here, because this obviously is a little more crumbly because it's been packed away. So I'll make a separate batch of this, and we'll see how this comes out, because I've also updated the recipe in the last week, just a little bit. I always try and improve.
Forever tweaking for perfection.
So if this is not great, we eat it.
I'm okay with that.
It's funny. Once you improve the recipe, it's like, I don't want the old one. I want the new one. So we'll see now how this comes out.
Well, I can move out of the camera view now that you are back in.
Yeah.
It is so beautiful outside right now.
Yeah, after all that rain and stuff, now the clouds are gone. It's all clean, and
it is absolutely gorgeous.
No, I was standing here working, and I'm like, man, why is it raining? Because I left my welder outside, because the plans were not for rain. So I had to run and go get my gloves and my welder, while making Boerewors this morning. All right. Let's hope this is not too dry and the stuff's okay. Well, we are definitely braaiing some of this today. I will put a little short out. Yeah, I'll put a little short out later. Well, this afternoon, I guess, later. About the meat on the fire.
We are due for a braai. It has been a couple days, so everybody's itching to sit outside and to enjoy a braai. Yeah. What can I say?
Like, meat and fire is like my reset button.
You want me to put this in the fridge?
Yeah, you can put that in the fridge. Sorry. I just threw it there because
I see it, though.
Throwing my meat around, man.
Throwing your meat around. I am used to this. I've been around this meat throwing for a few years.
Apparently. And I try, because I still work with customers and I do stuff, so I try and stay clean. It's not always the easiest. Watch me get the longest casing in the world now.
Yes, of course. It's only because you spoke about it. So mental health, full of randomness. I love it. The UFO files have officially been released. Alrighty then, let's go. What's next?
I hope it's not being released via the Leering Centers.
Oh, Leering Centers. Mental health. Did you see Texas yesterday? We are having fun over here in all of North Texas. It's even worse.
Yeah, we have Leering Centers and Muslim-only events. apparently. All right. There we go. All right. Goody goody.
I cannot believe there is actually a Leering Center in Texas. Now, shame on everybody for not looking this up prior, because obviously it's been around.
Well, if Nick Shirley doesn't report it, it didn't happen.
That is very true.
Yeah. So aggressive, this thing.
Finboy says, hopefully humanity will find out that the aliens have only been eating babies because they hadn't tasted Anton's biltong yet. Good sir, you are correct.
This is true.
Woo-wee. All right.
I promise you the alien files will be a nothing burger.
Oh, a huge nothing burger,
Yes.
but that's the whole point. That is the whole point. Some would say that is the goal, as to offer a distraction for things going on around us.
Yep.
Cam says, a few more hours of grind and I'll off to the lake for the weekend as well. Okay, you'll be off to the lake for the weekend. That sounds like fun. What do you do at the lake? Are you a swimmer, a boater, a fisher? Anything else? Or are you one of those that just sit by the water? Just curious.
Really? Just like that. Just like that. I'm trying to stay clean here, man. Maybe I should angle the hole a different way.
Woo! That's what she said. Here we go. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Mental Health says, y'all got the shit rated out of your state already? Or state yesterday? I don't know. Did they raid anywhere? I thought it was just the person protesting that the event has been canceled was a little upset, and they own a Leering Center. I think that's what happened. A diver. Thank you, Mental Health. I knew there was more. There is always more.
What's that?
More options for lake for the lake.
I thought it would be a little murky if you dive in a lake.
You never know. He could also be a mermaid.
Yes. Well, I guess some of the lakes have some really clear water. Mermaid.
There's a very nice lake over close to us, but all of the publicly owned land has actually been sold. So it is completely privatized. So there's no fishing spots on it any longer, unless, of course, either you own the land or get approval from the people who own the land. So that kind of is interesting that it was all bought up. Coming from the big metroplex, I think they did not allow that in a lot of places. But I am all for privatizing. So
yeah,
no.
There's a lot of people that's tired of city government interference in a lot of things. Because, at the end of the day, it's like living under one big HOA.
Oh, no. Not a fan.
Do me a favor.
What's up?
Don't you want to grab me a little tray up there?
Okay.
Because I think this is just the right size for the braai. Exactly where it broke. I think it's perfect. Oh, you're going to have to. All right. There we go. All right, just pop it down there.
No, I'm going to have
Great.
to what?
No, I wanted to say, don't hold it like that. It's going to, the foil breaks. So we don't want to do that. Let me pull this a little forward. There we go.
Yeah, even Mental Health says would not suggest diving in the Missouri River between eastern Nebraska and western Iowa. It's muddy and polluted. Sounds about right. Where I grew up was, what is that lake?
Trinity River.
Huh?
Isn't the Trinity River out there?
Well, yes, but that's north. I grew up going to Joe Pool Lake. It is in the southern part of Dallas, or southern part of the DFW Metroplex. It was always very dirty, very murky. You didn't put your head under the water long because you don't know what's going to be in there. but lots of time on the water. So Cam says, well, I do have 25-foot double deck Hardy Tune, but it's still too cool for that. Just camping and wetting the whistle. Awesome. That sounds like a good weekend, Cam.
Yep.
Anton was reminiscing recently and mentioning to the kids his adventures of camping as a child.
Yeah, I did not have a lot of fun camping. Always had to set up the tents and set up all the stuff. So while the adults kind of did their own thing. Yeah, this is a little dry, but we'll get it. Just add more pressure.
Unfolding Joker, good morning. Says,
Hey,
good morning,
good morning.
Biltong fam. Hope all has been well for the family. Stay blessed, friends. Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Doing very well. Staying busy, entertaining ourselves. If we're not fiddling with bees, we're tinkering with concrete outside or massaging the meat.
Making the sausage.
Sausage production does require a lot of patience, to say the least.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot to ask you guys, please do a like, share, and subscribe. Repost if you dare. Share the name of our channel. We are going to continue to keep content active and pretty current. What are we doing? About 4 streams a week? 3 to 4 streams a week?
Yeah, we're trying to do like 4 a week.
Yeah, so we're really going to keep that up, keep you guys seeing what's going on around the ranch. Sometimes inside, obviously, we do have work to do. We cannot show you everything, cannot show you all of our secrets, but definitely enjoy sharing tidbits as we can.
All right. Man, I should have mixed this. Would have gone a lot faster. As you can see, the difference in the previous one I made versus this one, which
Well, he did mix it a little bit, but just with hands.
Yes. Yeah. No, I just give it some pressure. And then hopefully it doesn't explode, you know?
So Unfolding Joker says, I'm getting to move soon. I'll be getting into some building for a while as well. Lots of concrete and trees to fall.
Yep.
Sounds about right. Femboy says, that sausage machine is a pretty fantastic bit of kit. It must have cost a pretty penny. I'd love to machine parts like these.
Yeah, it was expensive.
Yes. I will admit, anything commercial, just add zeros to the end, and that is the price tag. There's no denying it. It's very annoying on some things because you look at it versus the
yeah, just because it got the
standard,
little sticker.
Yes. And it's frustrating. It's like, why does this one cost so much? But many things at this point, Anton has figured out how to work for us. So he's tinkered with ovens, fixed them, dishwashers. You guys saw him working on the dishwasher that's on this side. What else have you? Refrigerators.
Fridges.
Lots of refrigerators.
Yeah, fixed the one little freezer thing.
Vacuum sealers.
Vacuum sealers.
Or chamber sealers, shall I say.
Sealers, yeah. Cryo sealers.
Yes, whatever it's called.
Yeah, he just fixed
Slicer. Our big slicer.
Yeah.
Literally everything. He is a manly man, Unfolding Joker. I 100% agree with you on that.
All right. We're almost done.
He is one of those men that does it all.
This is because this was sealed up. It's obviously a little bit more compacted. So I don't like working with sausage like this, but I don't like mixing the old with the new. And I missed one batch, so I didn't do it the last time. So it actually sat a little longer. So it's 2 batches of this, which normally I only have 1 batch. So now I pay the price for not paying attention last time. And you guys get to see that on the stream. So lessons for me. But this is almost finished. That's why it's going so slow, because it's probably right at the top. So let me see. I'm going to jack this up a little more and try and squeeze that last little bit out. I would have really have liked to finish this casing, but I don't think I'm going to get that right, because I think we're done. I think it's finished.
So Femboy says, just a billet of stainless steel the size of that tank would cost several $1,000.
Yes. So this is aluminum,
Yes.
but it is billet. It is billet. It's a milled billet. The piston, I guess, head, which is a disc like an inch thick. So that is solid steel, solid stainless steel, and that's machined.
And that guy,
lovely.
don't look at it and think it's light. Holy
Yeah, you pick it up, like you look at it,
smokes.
you grab it, and it's like, man, that thing weighs a little bit.
No, it catches you off guard. It's a lot, and it's very compact. It's small. It's
Yes.
well, it's not really small, but it doesn't
it's
look like it's
it's
gonna
10
weigh.
inches, I think.
Yeah.
Probably about an inch thick.
No,
All
that
right,
thing
yeah.
it's
I think
obnoxiously
that's the end of
heavy.
This is just going very slow because I'm at the end, so I'm actually just pressing, like really pressing the last little bit of meat out of this thing. And the only reason I'm doing it is because I'm talking to you guys. Otherwise, I would have stopped this long ago already. Let me see if I can go a little more. There's not much more to give.
Oh, the whole machine is very heavy.
Yeah.
Yes, to move the machine.
700 pounds.
Yes, there is a handle on the side, and I chuckle. There's two wheels on the opposite side, so that you can drag and push and kind of maneuver it around. It's like the elephant. It doesn't budge.
Yeah. So this last little bit of casing, I'm just going to throw it away. There's no point in keeping it. If it was longer, I would keep some of it.
So Femboy's asking, what's moving the piston? Is it
It's
a
hydraulic.
screw or hydraulic?
It's hydraulic press.
Yeah. Unfolding Joker says it's always a relief and plus when you're able to repair things yourself.
Yes.
Well, it gives you independence is our biggest thing. So we do not have
Also saves you money.
Well, that's what I mean. You don't have to depend on a repairman or different people to come in.
Yes.
It's pretty much on you. Now, with that said, as much as we do tinkering and different things, maybe that's why our young sons like to take things apart.
It's true.
Yes.
Throw jugs of water and stuff out all the time. So our 2-year-old has now decided that everything that's in something must get out of whatever it is in. So anything he grabs, he just opens it and tosses it out.
Everything's
Throws
a
it
mess
out.
right now.
Oh,
Everything's a mess. This boy, he's a little interesting. Hey, we got a new one. SS Grunt. I'm probably pronouncing incorrectly. Good morning. Got sent over here from the homie Unfolding Joker. Well, welcome.
okay. Awesome.
Thanks for joining. Glad to have you. Today was a meaty day. We were making sausage.
Meaty sausage day. All right.
This is the sausage. Woo! Don't fall out.
Yeah.
This one is going to go on the fire
Yeah.
a little later today.
And I've got some more in the other tub that's also
Yes.
going to go on the fire.
And probably some steaks or
Yeah,
pork.
we got steak.
Or what are we doing?
Probably pork and steak. Just pass me. No worry, I grab it.
I don't wanna
know
touch
your hands,
anything.
Yeah,
I'm
your
not
hands are
clean.
not clean.
I'm not clean. I'm not touching any.
So you guys will know what this is. This is called a steel, and this thing you sharpen knives with. All right, but I also use it if I have a hard time getting my sausage out, just to help it a little.
So Unfolding Joker or SS Grunt says, yeah, that looks really good. It is phenomenal. That is called
Just-
Boerewors.
Clean up the mess I made. Because normally I put the little tub underneath, but I had to show off. So
Unfolding Joker says, how has the storefront been doing?
not too bad. We probably, what would you say? 60% of what we did in Roanoke. 60%, 70%.
It's actively growing.
Yes,
so,
that's the thing. It's growing. So every month it does a little better.
So biggest thing with where we are now.
Well, biggest thing with where we were is it was actively not growing.
Yes, but okay. I don't know how much you guys knew of where we were. If you ever Googled to kind of see location wise, not that I expect you to have. We were a hole in the wall when we started.
Yep.
It was literally a single door, 0 windows, and a sign up top.
Yes.
That was it. So for customers to find us, they would get all excited that we were there.
Yeah, they're like, whoa!
I didn't even know. That's normally what we heard. You're the best, like, little hole in the wall. That's what it was. So in the first little bit when 2020 happened and then 2021 ice storm, we were kind of the heroes of the area. And then in 2022, there was a drag show for children. We disagreed with it, so we became the enemy.
Yes.
Very quickly. We were already the enemy to some, but that totally changed the fate of what we did. So we were actively removed from any of the local groups. We had the school boards, the teachers, the cities, like a lot of people countering.
We have a very simple principle. As an adult, I don't have to agree with you, but you can do whatever you want. Like I literally do not care if it makes you feel great. You know, as a big burly man, to put on a little fuzzy skirt and run around in the street. You know, no, that's fine. That's your prerogative. You know what I'm saying? It's free speech and liberty and all of that shit. You know, but that does not get extended to children. And if you want to do it with your children, all right, you have to consider that we are a society and we have to have some kind of decorum so we can all get along. So we should agree on like minimum standards. Drag shows for children are a no-no. I don't give a fuck who you are or what you think. Apologies for my French. All right, so when they did the drag show, we were like, no. And then the other problem is, we didn't know that these people were insane psychos. So they came to us for advice, so we helped them, and then we went to their bar thing when it opened to show support because they supported us. And so we were kind of now linked with these guys, and we had to also make sure that people understand that we don't do that stuff.
No, that's not us.
So anyway, so that whole thing went south real quick because
they were promoted by the Keller City teachers.
Yes, but also, the problem with the leftoids are insane. So they'll go after you no matter what. If you guys see what happens online. If you disagree with any of the LGBT alphabet bullshit crowd nonsense, then we had friends that are left and
different persuasion.
Yes, gay and whatever, and I would say friends loosely, but customers and acquaintances, and they were very, very supportive when we did the drag show bullshit thing, and then we all get ramrodded this rainbow crap down our throats, and I posted a meme that I'm just trying to remember, but it basically kicked the guy in the gut and said, I don't give a fuck about what your persuasion is, because I literally don't. Like, if you're a decent person, I don't really care where you line up, because if you're a decent person, even if you're homosexual, you're not going to do stupid shit to kids. Okay, we're not going to chop bits off, and everybody wants to see children succeed. And then we got these guys all upset at us. So I'm like, well, okay, fuck off then. Go away. I don't have no interest. Anyway, done.
Can I go back to my story?
Go back to your story.
Okay, where I was going with the stuff that happened in 2020, we had quite a dynamic change of our business because we were no longer supported by locals. Like, that was completely cut off very quickly. So we now had travelers. So the people who came to us were people who came to us for the purpose of what we offered. That's the UK groceries, the South African groceries. We were still a restaurant at that time, so authentic scratch food, real food, because there were a lot of people who also found out about us from, I always say Wise, it's not Wise, Weston Price. So there's a Weston Price organization in Fort Worth. They found out about us, and they sent a lot of their people because it's
we got a bit of a cult following because we refused to vaccinate, we refused to wear masks, we refused to bow down to the bullshit. And there were a lot of people that did, but then came to us and were like, I'm so glad I can just sit somewhere and eat a meal and not be insane and chased by people to wear masks. And so they would wear masks, and when they come into the store, they would take it off and just say,
it like was freedom. Their sanity.
Yeah, so we had a lot of that, and then we had a lot of good people that supported us through that time.
Yeah.
But then we kind of got these people that were following us or supporting us, I guess, because we wouldn't
but
comply.
That turned into more online e-commerce side.
Well, that's the thing. Well, what actually happened was, with the kind of local market actively declining and like food just skyrocketing, so the restaurant kind of setup just didn't make sense anymore. Then, and I had this kind of idea for probably a year or two. Like it was probably a year already that I was trying to do something online, and the whole thing started with Sticks.
Yes.
Online, and then the next one it was Sticks, then Jeremy at the Quartering, then Viva. And now I'm not with any of the others anymore. I'm with Viva. And then it just expanded from there, and we've. And
now, I'm so glad we have Disaffected.
Well,
too.
We've got Disaffected. Josh Slocum from Disaffected, and then we have a ton of little creators, because
Bulldozer.
Bulldozer, Gina,
Third Rallify,
Daramuth, Bright, Daramuth.
I always say his name incorrectly, but yes.
Jeff Mack. So there's a bunch of 2,000 follower people.
Rakita Law, we've
sent some stuff to. Sissel says,
America's Untold Stories.
Mark and Eric, and there's a lot of people that we
kind of really cool people.
Robert Govera, but I mean, there's small guys, so we don't just have Vivas.
No,
we've also got like people with 2,000 followers, 1,000 followers.
Hello.
Sarge, which has got like 1,000 and some change followers. Ike, if he would be in the US, and we could actually see him. But so we try. And I think because we were punished for speaking, we try and support and reward those who dare speak, I think is the best way of putting it.
But where I was going with that, I'll continue on my track. Because we keep veering, is we set up out here and we stumbled upon, obviously, a highway. So SS Grinch, you asked where we are. We are off of 287 northbound between Decatur and Bowie. More on the Bowie side. We are 6 miles. 6 miles
at the 6 miles to Bowie sign.
At the 6 mile to Bowie sign on the highway. Literally, you look out our front porch, quote unquote, toward the highway, and that is the sign that you see, the text dot sign. We are right here, open, exposed, but this area is very undeveloped. So Decatur's very busy. Bowie, so busy. It's building up a little bit, but it's its own community. They're a little different, but Decatur is booming. They have so many different, not complexes, housing areas, developments, there we go, coming into place. Now, this highway was just designated an interstate not too long ago. So they're actively doing construction on the highway itself. So it's very busy over here. But the people in this community is a very tight-knit community. So the county in which we found ourselves is 20,000, less than 20,000 people in the entirety of the county.
Yeah, that's what they say it is now. So it might be a little over already or a little under.
I think it's a little under. It's actually 19,000 something. Around, just a rough estimate, 20,000. Mind you, we came from the city of Roanoke, which was over 10,000 in the single city, not considering the adjacent city of Trophy Club. That was bigger.
Yes.
And then there were many. Keller's huge. And then Fort Worth and North Lake and, all these different towns. And it's swallowed in DFW. So it's all the same. But it's taken people a little bit to learn who we are, where we come from, why we're here, what we're actually doing.
Stand back here and
you're good, coffee. Right? Now, the biggest thing we're telling the locals is we want to share this meat with them. So we're big meat people. We love fresh steaks, fresh pork chops, fresh sausage, ground beef. We've got lambs. Built by the tons. But we've actively been getting into the locals. Just they're finding out about us. It takes a lot of word of mouth. This is a smaller, old town feel. So the people trust their friends' suggestions. So if people start to get to know you, the word of mouth really starts to spread around here, and that's what we've experienced.
Yes.
We've had a lot more walk-ins.
Yeah, a lot of
people.
kind of, hey, John said I should come around.
Yeah, yesterday I had somebody
Jack
say,
said, you know, that you have good meat. Where's that meat? He told me about.
Yeah.
And it's like, what meat? Yeah, it's this like jerky stuff.
I got you. No, it's been really fun because of that, we're actually learning a lot of the locals, but being on the highway, we got a lot of just randoms, and I love the randoms. The randoms are fun, whether they know biltong, they know jerky, they have absolutely no clue.
For like drinks or and we're busy cleaning up the property, so it'll be looking really good very soon. It's just a lot of work to pull all those things, and you know when it rains, like it rained again this morning, so that kind of kills. This wasn't a lot of rain, so maybe
I think we'll be okay.
Yes,
I actually think
tomorrow.
Well, we can put up the numbers. You know, my son. That 2-year-old.
So hold on. So I've been complaining about the kids throwing my stuff away, and I always see Nicole just look at me like, yeah, you should have put it away. So because I always see what I say, you know, the kids are driving me insane. They're throwing my stuff away. So that they throw it away. They take stuff and then they put it in some box and then they gander off with it, and then it's somewhere, and I find it like months later. But you know, when I wanted that thing, be it a hammer, a drill bit, a spanner, or a wrench, sockets, or whatever. I'll work and I'll put it together in a box, and then I'll go and do something else, and I'll come back and then my stuff's gone.
Everything's gone.
Yes, or some of it's gone. You know, because the one little widget that I need is the one that
the number 10 always gone. The number 12 always gone. Man. I think it's the 12 actually.
Yes. Well, no, the 10 is always gone.
The 10? Okay.
Yeah. But so we bought these stainless steel numbers to put up against our post. They're like 5 inches by 3 inches or whatever. So now you continue.
So we got 2 of them up, but they're stainless steel and the holes are tiny. So drilling into a steel post with a tiny little screw is not going to do anything. So you've got.
Yeah, so I've smacked my thumb.
No, what are those?
Hold on. So I smacked my thumb trying to get it up with like a roof screw drilling into it.
Yes, roof screw. There we go.
I got 4 holes and I was like, yeah, I'm going to lose like.
Because the one was thin too, so you can't really hold it either.
No. Well, this is the problem. The numbers are stainless steel, but they're thin. They probably a 1/16 of an inch.
Yeah.
Something like that. So when it bites, then it starts swinging. So I was like, all right, I've got 2 numbers up. I'm stopping. So Nicole bought me a titanium drill bit that actually drills through stainless, and you know, so I can actually get it up in proper screws, because I had the roof screws and they looked a little rough.
Yeah, so I got some stainless steel screws to replace with the roof screws.
Yes.
So then we go to grab the other 2 numbers. They're gone.
Yes.
They're gone. Like, not just, they're set somewhere. No, they're gone. The sleeves are there. The package is there. Everything is in the same area, but the numbers are gone. We searced for how long? I don't even know.
Half an hour.
It was ridiculous.
Yes.
They're gone. So I have ordered more. They should arrive.
Yeah, so we got our number is 3814. We have 38 on
Yes, we have 38 right now. And we've had 38 for days now, and it's a little annoying.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, so we got them on Monday. I put them up Monday night, and then realized, okay, this is too much. I'm gonna like, because I hit with a electric screwdriver. I use a little socket, and it jumped off and it smacked me right on the thumb. So my thumb is really hurting. But I was like, you know what? Something's gonna happen. I'm probably gonna put a screw through my hand. So let me just stop there with all of this, and I killed like 4 of those roof screws. I made them blunt so they won't drill anymore. And it's like every hole takes like 2 screws to get through. So I like blunt one, and if I'm lucky, the second one actually makes it. And it's like I say, like 1/16 thick probably. Yeah. So it was just a mess. So I'm like, and it took I was like, yeah, just go put up the numbers quick, like this done. No, like 30 minutes in, 2 numbers up and a sore thumb. I'm like, no, all right, this is where this ends, and it was getting dark. So I'm like, nope.
That was a long time.
Yeah,
and
so
then we thought the next day,
down. So she went, that was the Monday. The Wednesday, she went to go buy the screws and the titanium drill bit. I'm like, all right, she actually said, let's go put the rest of the numbers. I'm like, let's go. And yeah, we can't find the numbers.
And we tried. We looked everywhere. They're gone. I have no clue. I don't know when we're going to find those numbers, if we will ever find those numbers. I have no clue what happened to them, but they disappeared. Those aliens, the UFOs, must have taken it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's
Let's
finish up.
let's call it a
I still got
day.
another 4 tubs of sausage to go, and I got to make the Boerewors, which is the thin casings, which take a little longer.
And we were asked to join in on a stream. So I'm going to go ahead and take the raid requests since Mental Health did suggest them. It's somebody he watches regularly. And I want to mix this up.
Yeah.
So I do not want to continue to raid the
Absolutely.
same person. But this is God's Signpost is where he's asked that we raid to.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Femboy says, to quote the gambler, you have to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them.
Yes. I promise you, I'm going to fold my kids very soon.
Right? Oh, they nonsenses, those guys.
All right.
All right. Thanks, SS Grunt. Check us out, biltongusa.com. If you want us to send you something, you are in Longview. That is probably 1 day's travel.
Hey. Remember, we do a giveaway this week. We
Oh,
do a giveaway every
yes.
week.
Oh,
So someone on
yes.
stream will win a
Tallow. We
tallow.
said this week.
So yeah, we do giveaway every week. We did 3 weeks of coffee,
Yes.
tribal coffee, very good, very, very good. Mental health knows. And then this week we're gonna do a tallow. So someone this week who's gonna. So we look at people who hang around the stream,
Yes.
and then we pick a winner chicken dinner.
And we do not pick the same winners. So we're
No.
trying to keep changing it out. Have someone
Yeah.
have
So
someone
spread the
different.
word. You wouldn't shit when you watch us.
Yes. So come check us out tomorrow morning. We'll be in Saturday and Sunday, same time,
Yes.
8 a.m.
Yes.
Central.
Central.
time.
Yes. So 9 a.m. Eastern.
Yes.
Fuck knows
Everywhere else.
everywhere else.
If you're Pacific time, get your ass
Pacific.
out of
I
bed.
don't know what
Get your
time.
ass out of bed.
That would be 5 o'clock or something. I don't know what their time zones are there.
Unfolding Joker says, "Oh yeah, can you hook me up, homie?"
Oh yeah. You hang around, dude. You win something. I promise you.
All right. Awesome. SS Grurin says, I'll be around more. I'm retired and I do a little streaming, so I'll be here more. Well, definitely glad to have you in. Chat away. We will see you guys next time. We are going to be, are we going to be grilling live?
Maybe.
I mean, we can see. The only thing is when we grill live, we can't have the kids around us. So
We'll see.
we'll see how it's going. Sign up, Jonah. Hi, bye. We're about to leave. Sorry. But glad to have you in for a minute.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I'm going to push a raid. We will see you later.
All right. Like, share, subscribe.
And yes, follow, leave comments, do all those things that help with the algorithm. We're trying to get this going. We want to be more active, do more. And
if you support us, we'll be more professional. How about that for a deal?
hey, what is this professionalism? All right. Thank you, everybody. Sign of Jonah does say sorry before we run. Anton's been working a lot outside. He's gotten tanned.
Yes.
He looks more, dare I say, African.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I love it. All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. I am out.